Every child has unlimited potential to thrive and flourish. With guidance, compassion, and understanding, any child can become a life-saving doctor, a groundbreaking engineer, or a hero in their community.
Each of our children is unique, and then we have a very, very strength-based view of them. They are funny, they are smart, they are curious. I find them brave because sometimes life has handed them a lot of unfair things and unfair realities, and yet they're not just going to take it.
Everyone knows a child who has struggled behaviorally and maybe academically. And sometimes helpers throw up their hands, they're not really sure what to do to help that child. And what schools will do sometimes is go from a compliance perspective, thinking if they can get the child to comply, the child will learn. Some of the kids who come to us have been through really hard things. Some of them have experienced traumas, some have witnessed sad and scary things. And we use trauma-informed, research-based approaches to help children heal. And we do that in a nurturing setting. But in the end, what we really want is for children to just be children. We want kids to be kids. So we program for joy, and we program so that they can have all sorts of opportunities.
Everyone experiences difficulties in their childhood, some more extreme than others. However, they can overcome those challenges, known as adverse childhood events, when they are provided with strong social, emotional, academic support, and positive experiences.
ACE stands for Adverse Childhood Experiences, and it's a series of questions that asks about what happened to you in childhood. It asks things like, were your parents divorced? Did you experience death? How many times did you move? And other things that could give trauma to a child. There are certain numbers and levels of childhood experiences that indicate that you're going to have a really, really hard time in life.
Teachers and schools can support students through ACEs by believing in them. So we believe that if we provide positive childhood experiences, we can support them in that.
I really like all the teachers because at any point in time, I can ask them a question if I don't understand something or if I don't know something, I can get help. I like how they try to push us to be better.
In Philadelphia, two organizations came together as one nonprofit with a school that is enabling students to find the joy in learning and thrive. Gemma Services is dedicated to addressing the need for individualized support within education, mental health, and community programs. At Gemma, teachers engage, inspire, and empower their students. In mental health and other programs, Gemma's skillful professionals accompany children, adolescents, and families as they face life's challenges.
Gemma was founded in 1859 in Philadelphia. One thing that's really neat about Gemma's history is that we grew over the years to meet the needs of the children and families who are with us. So if there was a service or a program that we didn't provide but that a child and family needed, we would start that service line. Now we provide mental health services, we provide foster care, we provide adoption. A recent example is Martin Luther School, where we used to be K through 8 and now we're K through 12 because we realized that some of those students would benefit from staying with us longer. And we've been able to grow over the years because of the generous support of our community. At Gemma Services, we envision a world in which everyone knows they matter. Remember the last time you walked away from someone who made you feel like you really matter. It can be profound and it can have really positive impacts on your life. Now imagine you're going through a sad and lonely time and you have a really challenging time in your life. Well, when people come to Gemma Services, we accompany them through those challenges and they feel like they matter. That drives what we do every single day here.
It's really, really complicated to be an adult or a child today, and the skills of yesterday aren't going to prepare you for the future. And so we think a lot about innovation. Well, in order to innovate, you have to take a risk. And in order to take a risk, you have to be willing to fail. And so one of the things we value is this thing called failing forward. So, okay, I'm going to take a risk, I'm going to fail. And you know, if you're a student who has had a really bad time in schools before you got here, maybe you're so afraid to take a risk because you haven't been that successful. So it is a lot of tender care of our students to make sure that they're willing to take that risk because it's so hard.
At Gemma, every child is a wealth of potential for learning, regardless of circumstances. Viewing students as unique and strong, Gemma's Martin Luther School pairs a strong focus on literacy with trauma-informed behavioral and emotional support.
So we believe our students can learn and they can thrive if they are given the right social, emotional, and academic parts of school.
We know that they need behavioral and social and emotional support. We also believe that if you help them to be curious students first, they're going to be successful. And over the last 5 years, the level of physical aggression, the level of elopement, that is children who want to run away from the school, has decreased significantly. It's decreased because our kids really enjoy coming to our school.
All the staff, they help me a lot. I feel inspired by some staff, some teachers. I just actually like the energy. I like the fun. I like how they try to push us to be better.
To find out more, visit gemmaservices.org.